Bridget Carleton is playing in her second Olympic Games and in her 6th season as a pro. That has always been her dream, and her hard work, perseverance, and desire to represent her country turned that dream into a reality. 6 years into her WNBA career, Bridget Carleton is having her best season yet. She's worked her way into the Minnesota Lynx starting lineup and is averaging a career-high 9 points per game and shooting 43% from three. While the WNBA season is on hold for the Olympics, Carleton is competing for her home country of Canada for the second time.
I think it was just, my motivation and how good I wanted to be. I wanted to be at the Olympics. Playing for Team Canada, I want to be the best player I can be for my national team. I want to be in the W. So a combination of all those things and sticking to it and just day by day being the best player I can be.
When Carleton entered her freshman year at Iowa State, she didn't believe becoming a pro or an Olympian was even possible. But Cyclone head coach Bill Fennelly and his staff recognized her potential. And eventually, she recognized it too.
My first year at Iowa State, I was a much different player. 4 years later, a much different person. I grew into who I was. They pushed me to become the best player I could. I was put in a lot of tough situations on the court and had to lead my team. I was in a position where I was allowed to make mistakes. I played a lot of minutes as a freshman and throughout my whole 4 years. And so they believed in me, they trusted me, and they saw a future in me, and they knew my big goals I had, and they were fully supportive of that. So I'm really thankful for them in that journey, and I wouldn't be here without them.
Despite ending her college career as one of the best players in program history with several awards and honors on her resume, finding her way in the league took some time. After a brief stint with Connecticut in the beginning of her career, Carleton was picked up by Minnesota. And just like in college, she had to grow into the player she knew she could be.
Probably year 3 or 4 in the league was the first time I really solidified my spot. Felt confident in my role and who I was as a professional. I think you really have to hang your hat on some things when you get to this level. And I was able to find that as a 3rd year in the league. And it's been helpful being with the same franchise for so long, a team that believes in me, coaches that believe in me.
It's extremely difficult to make a WNBA roster and to maintain a spot on it. But Carleton has been able to do that while becoming a key contributor for her team. And that's what she's most proud of.
I think, my longevity so far in the league has been I've been really proud of that. And, being a 2-time Olympian is pretty cool. Again, being on Team Canada is always my #1 priority, and representing my country the best I can. And so being able to go to the Olympics for a second time this summer is really exciting.
The Canadian women's national team has never reached the podium at the Olympics, but Carleton is hoping they'll come home with some hardware this time around.